Now that Grand Theft Auto 5 has officially released on the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S, a lot of people are now saying, all right, Rockstar, now it's time to focus on Grand Theft Auto 6. It's time to give us more details, give us an eventual announcement, the name of the game itself, where we're going to be playing, what city we're in, what our characters are going to be like, and so much more. And I think a lot of people also felt the same way because Grand Theft Auto 6 was trending on both days that the game ended up releasing. I'm going to say that that would be March 14th and March 15th because it technically came out on the 14th for us here in the US. For those guys in New Zealand, and with some console trickery, you could end up playing it a little bit early. That's kind of what I ended up doing. So basically, over the last 24 to 36 to 48 hours, Grand Theft Auto 6 has been trending, and players have just been talking about it again, wanting to see what's next from Rockstar now that we've finally gotten the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S versions out of the way. Now, this also got some media members and journalists to start talking, including Stephen Totillo, who covers video games for Axios. So he ended up putting out this post right here. Take-Two, who's the parent company of Rockstar Games, began serious talks to buy Zynga in October, according to a new SEC filing. 3 other companies seemed interested in Zynga. All had a window to top Take-Two's offer for 45 days. None did. The filing has also invited more theorizing about a favorite topic, GTA 6 when. And then linking to a post, there's always a GTA angle. The new filing signals that Rockstar's Grand Theft Auto 6 is planned for Take-Two's 2024 fiscal year, ending March 31st, 2024. Or maybe it's coming for fiscal year 2025. Analysts parsing Take-Two's projections are split on how to interpret the company's expectations of $3.9 billion in net bookings, all transactions, in the year ending March 31st, 2023, then $5.2 billion in fiscal year 2024, and $5.5 billion in fiscal year 2025. Now, Cohen's Doug Kreutz, who's already thinking fiscal year 24, told Axios that he's even more convinced, having checked Take-Two's expectations on bookings and margins. And Jefferies' Andrew Urquhart sees a 24 case, but reads the numbers as more likely pointing to fiscal year 25, given Take-Two's other pledges to soon ramp up its number of hardcore big-budget game releases. Either way, a financial estimate isn't an immutable law of physics. Rockstar Games tend to slip and get all the time Rockstar needs. Now, I know using the terms fiscal year is a little bit confusing because you see those and you think to yourself, well, it's going to come out in 2024 or 2025. It's not necessarily the case. What they're predicting here is end of 2023 to beginning of 2024 when we're likely to see something like this arrive, when Grand Theft Auto 6 is likely to end up being here. Now, if I were to just be a betting man and take a guess on what we might see here, I'm going to predict that in 2022, this year, we're going to get the official announcement like GTA 6 is here, here's the logo, here's when you can expect more information, and then having a target release of 2023. And knowing Rockstar, it's probably going to be delayed a little bit, which means it will very likely end up coming out in 2024, probably early on or sometime during that year. That would honestly just have to be my guess. And even more follow-up from Jefferies analyst Andrew Urquhart, who says despite a significant multi-year content unlock that likely includes a major content release from Rockstar in 2024, Take-Two will still grow in fiscal year 25. So I think that's going to be contributed probably to a handful of other things before GTA 6 arrives. Clearly, the success of GTA Online is not going to be slowing down. And it also wouldn't shock me if something along the lines of like a Red Dead Redemption 2 remaster is done, or an original Red Dead Redemption remaster is done. And then obviously GTA 6 is going to be more than just like okay, here's a giant spike of money. It's probably going to continue to make money for Rockstar for years to come. So I think that's what this analyst is actually looking at right here. And it does make a ton of sense, as you can kind of see by this graph. Now, take this next post with a grain of salt. It comes from Chris Klippel, who's a journalist and the founder of Rockstar Magazine. He ended up posting this on Twitter a couple of days ago. Again, it says this, it's been translated. An important step in the development of GTA 6 has just been reached. Things should speed up internally at Rockstar. I think that a real announcement at the end of the year may be possible. In any case, I don't see the game arriving before the end of 2024. So there you go. It's kind of hard to predict when Rockstar is going to release the game. Grand Theft Auto 4 came out in the spring. GTA 5 came out in the fall. So at this point, it's kind of hard to say, well, it's going to happen at some point of the year and it won't happen at other points of the year. I just really don't think that that's the case here. And really, last but not least today, the only other thing that seems to be going on in the GTA 6 world is it looks like a lot of people are finding a bunch of resumes or artist portfolios talking about them actually working on Grand Theft Auto 6. And I guess they're allowed to now because the game has technically been confirmed by Rockstar. As you guys can see here, here's just an example of a Rockstar North environmental artist. It looks like they left the company about a year ago, but started in 2017. So clearly would have been working on Red Dead Redemption 2. And since we know Grand Theft Auto 6 has been in development for a couple of years now, definitely they started working on that as well. Who worked on GTA 6 and Red Dead Redemption 2. Like, it no longer says unannounced project, like it'll say GTA 6, which is kind of cool. They were responsible for building high quality environments and structures, creating modular set pieces to be used by the team, texture and material creation, asset creation, set dressing, communicating with art directors and designers to make sure every element works as desired for the final product. So long story short here, we are getting closer and closer to this game coming out, or at least being announced, or getting more details from Rockstar, and that gets me very excited. But I would obviously love to hear from you guys in those comments down below. Let me know what you think about all the GTA 6 news and information that we discussed in this video today. I'd love to hear from you guys down there, or you can reach out to me on my Facebook page where you can send photos, messages, videos, and a whole lot more. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new. You want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and all the Rockstar Games videos that I'll be doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.